Hey everybody, how you doing today? It is January the 19th. Are you ready for your once in a lifetime experience, which happens January the 20th? Now, I am going to do a bigger, longer video explaining everything about this amazing once in a lifetime rare event that happens January the 20th when the Sun and Pluto are together. And Pluto is sitting in the heart of the Sun. Now, there's a really unique name for that. It's called the Cazimi, Latin. And so it's a very special blessing. So the Lord of the underworld, Pluto, the Lord of death, of wealth, traditionally of agricultural and the riches of the earth. So if you've never read this book, this is one of my favorite books, Pluto by Jeffrey Wolf Green. No relationship to mine. He's one of the astrologers who started the evolutionary astrology movement. And so Pluto rules karma. It rules the collective unconscious. So the collective unconscious, is like what forms this world. Okay, now we all know Pluto's moving into Aquarius January the 20th. So January 20th, a year before U.S. Inauguration Day as well, is huge. Now, when any planet sits in the heart of the Sun, think about the Sun, think about the giver of life, thinking about the Sun as the source of everything, the star in our solar system. So Pluto is way out there, even though he's got a big heart, he is still the bringer of tragedy. He will destroy, that's the nature, he will destroy anything that's corrupt or polluted. Plutonium, he's radioactive. Plutonium is named in his honor. Pluto was discovered in 1930 in Flagstaff, Arizona, and named by lottery, actually. And so, when we bring these ancient myths, Pluto ruling Hades, the underworld, he is the one who keeps the souls of the dead, okay? He is Zeus's brother and Neptune's brother, so they were like one of the three triumvirate gods. Neptune rules the ocean, Zeus or Jupiter rules the sky, and Pluto rules the underworld. Again, the plutocrats. So Pluto is really powerful. Everybody has Pluto somewhere in their chart. It is not just a transpersonal planet, although it does move very slowly, so you would call different generations related to Pluto, and that is very obvious and very literal, but it has a very deep personal meaning. Now, Pluto has been sitting at the very last degree of Capricorn, the 29th degree. It's at 29 degrees, 59 minutes, the very last degree of Capricorn, like the ultimate Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, the ultimate businessman, the ultimate power, controlling, takeover, sex, money laundering, child trafficking, all the most sinister underworld, very literally the underworld, criminal, corporate structure in the world is going to be sitting in the heart of the Sun where all the darkness will be exposed. Okay, this is huge. I don't know if you saw the video at the World Economic Forum where the Argentinian new Prime Minister Milei totally lambasted the WF and its horrible communist elitist, getting rid of the world's population stuff, and really told him to F you, just like Elon Musk did too. So this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. But you have to remember, Pluto works very personally, so you want to look at where 29 degrees, 59 minutes, the ultimate Capricorn degree, is in your chart. Now, Pluto was already sitting there earlier in 2023, and it will be sitting there again from September the 1st to November the 20th, when it finally commits and stays in Aquarius after that day for the next 20 years. So this is really huge because the Sun-Pluto Cazimi will never happen again for another 245 years. So it is this time to take all our shadow work. Pluto rules the shadow in our bodies, and it is karma. Capricorn is a very karmic sign, the sins of the father, even if we're not aware of it, and you can blame, patriarchy and slavery and all that stuff, but we all have that. Every culture had slaves, it's terrible. And now as Pluto is going to enter the age of Aquarius, and I believe the age of Aquarius really begins, it is an opportunity to go to that higher consciousness human level, okay? The Industrial Revolution is over, when Pluto enters Aquarius on the 20th, later in the day at 9:07 a.m. is when the Sun enters Aquarius, Eastern Standard Time. Pluto enters Aquarius at 7:50 p.m. So and the Moon will be in Gemini as well. So we're going to get this huge breath of fresh air coming in. Sun-Pluto Cazimi starts at 1:52 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 20th. And it is exact at 8:44 a.m. to 9:07 a.m. That's when the Pluto is exact in the heart of the Sun, and it continues until It's considered to be exact at 8:46 a.m. That's what it says on the books, but it will continue until 3:40 p.m. So there's, I would say a good 12, 14 hours there to work with this energy. I am going to set up an altar. I'm going to do a special ceremony. I'm going to make a tincture because, again, this is a once in a lifetime thing. Thinking about your soul. Pluto represents the soul. Your soul connecting to the stars, where we came from. This is what Aquarius is all about. Aquarius is the stars. We're going to remember that we came from the stars. And yes, the beings that created us will come down, will communicate with us, I believe, over the next 20 years at least. We'll have a sense that we belong in the cosmic picture. We'll have a sense of being able to look through time in a different way. And Aquarius is all about humanitarian equality. So it'll be an end to the monarchy, no more top-down hierarchies. But Aquarius is a fixed sign, so you got to remember all fixed signs don't want to budge, so they don't want to get too stuck on their ideologies, which can be, communist and, fascist and, all that totalitarianism as well. So we don't want to go there as well. We want people to revolt, just like, Malay is doing and the farmers are doing in Holland, Germany. It's going to be a worldwide, France. It's going to be a worldwide revolution, just like it did the last time Pluto entered Aquarius. The French Revolution started, cotton gin was invented, a whole bunch of things started, new technologies. So the important thing is to be prepared. So Pluto, I would wear black because Pluto rules the underworld. I would really sit and call up your soul. Call up your soul. And even if you feel confused or you don't even know what you're doing, you want to think about your soul reuniting with the sun, Apollo, the god Apollo. I'm going to also recite the hymn to Pluto, the blessing of being in the heart of the sun. The heart of the sun is like the source of all life. So everything that has been dragging you down and obsessing you got to remember Pluto rules Scorpio in modern astrology. All those obsessions, all that resentment, all of that, revenge, all of that, the darkest, most lower level, lower root chakra energy. That's what Scorpio represents at its lowest level when it's the scorpion. It just kills, it just stings because it's in fear mode, because it's in survival mode. All that sex, manipulating, power, porn, that's all root chakra, basic survival, easily manipulatable, where most men are at in the world these days. So, and most people can be manipulated in general. So that's when people are afraid of Scorpio, when it's at that lower level. But Pluto has 3 levels of consciousness, and so your soul learns to evolve to still feel all the feelings. It's impossible for Scorpio energy and our soul to not feel emotions. That's why we're here on Earth, is to feel and experience all of the emotions. From the soul's perspective, there's no pain, there's no suffering. It's just experience. And to learn to rise above it, to be like the eagle. Okay, so that's the second level. The eagle would be, I would say, at the heart chakra level. And then Scorpio energy, or the soul level, its highest level, is the phoenix. So, voluntarily burning itself up, going through ego death after ego death, because the soul is really running the show. So really offering up your soul to the light and the balance of the dark and the light, because everything works on complementary dualities in this universe. So big blessing. 8:46 a.m. is going to be very exact. Again, Eastern Standard Time, 5:46 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it's on the 21st at 1:56 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So I will put out a video. It will be for sale. I'm going to do a lot of special things for it. And again, this is only the second time that Pluto's entering Aquarius. It's not the last. So, from now, January 20th till November the 19th, we have all those months to prep again and again when Pluto's sitting at that 29th degree again from September the 1st to November the 20th. Then we'll revisit what seeds we plant now, how we want our soul to evolve, honoring the dark and honoring the light. I had a vision years ago where the goddess came to me, and that was one of the things she said to me. She said, honor me in my dark and light aspects, and that encompasses everything. So if you want to get in touch with me to see how this transit is affecting you and your soul's growth and your wealth in the world, you can get in touch with me at tarottarot.com. Okay, speak to you soon. Many blessings. Thank you.